Greetings, my beautiful family. Welcome to Nanaba's Kitchen. It is time to prepare another batch of tomato-based stew. I do this at least 6 times a year, and every now and then I might take a different approach, and today, such is the case. So I wanted to share that with you, so let's jump right in, friends. So this stew, although I call it a tomato base, it is full of other flavors. Onions, garlic, ginger, aromatics, which come in the form of spices and herbs. First, you start with your oil and you go in with lots of chopped onions. We're going to cook this until they are golden brown. The purpose of this demonstration is to share with you how versatile this stew is and how handy also when you need to put together a quick meal that requires a tomato base. Well, there you have it, because it stores well in the fridge and the freezer for months. You can use it to make your jollofs, your wachi stews, any stew that requires a tomato base, such as your chicken, your beef, your lamb, your fish, and egg stews. And you can also use it in place of your marinara. So, for your pasta dishes, even as your sauce on pizza. It is very versatile, it is useful, it is handy, and it is a lifesaver. For our dry herbs and spices, we start with rosemary, fennel seeds, anise seeds, star anise, cardamom pods, the green kind, and some bay leaves. Now we're going to blend together fresh flat leaf parsley, scotch bonnet chilies, garlic, ginger, our dry herbs and spices. Very aromatic combination. Now we're going to fetch some of our caramelized onions and blend with our aromatics until smooth. And if you're thinking of this preparation as a concentrated base, then you share the same goal and vision as I. I have just added some curry powder, and we're going to cook it with the onions for about 3 minutes. So yes, we are packing this pot full of impactful, sensible, honest, and natural flavors. So I also go in with some salt, followed by some crushed black pepper and white pepper. The salt is going in now because it will also serve the purpose of, you guessed it, preservative. Remember, this is a concentrate, so you're going to be storing it. If you're storing it in the fridge, you definitely need to have salt in there. And I will be storing some in the fridge, so that yes. Now comes the tomato paste. And after that, you're going to cook for a while, about 15 minutes, stirring often. Yes, the tomato sauce was the last ingredient, so we're going to leave the lid on vented for about 30 to 40 minutes, cooking on very, very low heat and attending to it periodically every 15 minutes or so. Just stirring it, making sure that the bottom is not catching. And once the oil resurfaces, your tomato base stew is ready to be used and also stored. And here is how I store it. First, I let it come to room temperature, and then I store the whole pot in the fridge overnight just to cool it down further. You don't have to do that. Once it comes to room temperature, you can just portion them into your containers. The container you use must be airtight because this is a tomato-based stew full of very assertive aromas. You don't want those aromas getting mixed up or infused into other aromas you have going on in your fridge or freezer. Also, it has oil, so you don't want any spillage. And now you get to decide if you want to store them in your freezer, then it will last for over a year. In your fridge, it will last up to 6 months. Just make sure you have enough oil on the surface of it. And here I am using one of them to make jollof rice, as well as some goat's stew. Recipes coming to you soon, so stay tuned. I hope you have learned a thing or two and are inspired to try this recipe also. Thanks so much for watching. Make it a great day, and as always, have fun, especially in that kitchen.